segment is brought to you in part by UnitedHealthcare.
May is Women's Health Month, so no better time to honor the important role women play in our families and our communities. It's also a great time to encourage women of all ages to prioritize their health. To help do that, I'm joined by Dr. Donna O'Shea, an OBGYN and Chief Medical Officer of Population Health with UnitedHealthcare. Welcome to New York Living.
Thanks for having me.
Dr. O'Shea, as we celebrate Women's Health Month, what are some tips we should consider when it comes to prioritizing their health?
Well, first, it's important to remember the importance of preventive care, regardless of gender and age. So starting with your primary care physician is always a good idea. Importantly, women are often the CEOs of their family's healthcare needs, yet sometimes they neglect themselves and prioritize the well-being of their partners, parents, and children. In fact, a recent survey found that nearly half of women had skipped a preventive health care appointment during the last year, such as an annual checkup, vaccine, or recommended screening.
And as we age, our healthcare needs change, and this starts as adolescents, is that correct?
Yeah, by the time girls reach their teenage years, it becomes especially important to focus on healthy eating, regular exercise, and adequate sleep, all of which are vital to support the growing bodies and minds. Additional screenings and vaccinations should also be recommended at this point, especially for teens with a family history of behavioral health issues. Research found 57% of high school girls reported experiencing persistent feelings of sadness in the last year, compared to only 36% a decade ago. Parents should be aware of this and look for symptoms of depression or anxiety, and if needed, consider tapping into virtual care options, which can offer very convenient and affordable access to qualified psychologists and psychiatrists.
And what should women keep in mind once they reach early adulthood?
As women reach their 20s, 30s, and 40s, the prevalence of behavioral health issues does decline, while the frequency of certain chronic conditions, such as diabetes and heart disease, increases. And it becomes more important than ever to stay focused on eating a balanced diet, sticking to a consistent strength and cardiovascular training routine, and minimizing stress. And this can also be the time when some women think about starting or expanding their families. So ensuring access to quality preconception as well as prenatal and postnatal care is key, given that this kind of support can help improve health outcomes for both moms and babies.
And fertility issues, as you mentioned, really a hot topic. What should women be thinking about?
Well, my specialty is reproductive endocrinology, so I'm very familiar with the challenges some families have with fertility. In fact, 15% of couples experience infertility, yet fewer than 1/3 of employers offer related benefits. So to help change that, UnitedHealthcare has introduced a new buy-up option for employers with self-funded health plans that provides eligible members with access to information and support for family planning, including that related to fertility treatments, adoption, and surrogacy. And by providing people with this type of support, it can be possible to increase the chances of a successful pregnancy and delivery while lowering the cost of in vitro fertilization, in part by improving that access to quality care providers and facilities.
And let's talk about women reaching their 50s and beyond. What should they be prioritizing?
As women transition to late adulthood, the prevalence of some chronic conditions continues to increase, including autoimmune disorders like multiple sclerosis, as well as certain types of cancers. So staying on top of screenings, including hearing, vision, and dental exams, can be a crucial way to catch issues as early as possible. And menopause can be a concern for some, especially for women who smoke or frequently drink alcohol. And lastly, we know that cultivating strong social connections may be key. Research shows that avoiding social isolation may be more important to physical health than even regular exercise and maintaining a recommended body weight.
Dr. O'Shea, if our viewers would like to get more information on women's health priorities, where can they go?
For more, please go to uhc.com.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. These were very helpful health tips.